Let's bring it to the anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my son.
Oh my God! Hi. Speaking of adolescence,
yeah, multi-generational. Let's hear your hit replay, PD and
so
Michaela.
the last hit replay of the week is from Girls on Top.
Oh, hey.
Subunit The Beats. This is the subunit of that composed of Boa, Taeyeon, Hyoyeon, Wendy, Silgi, right? Silgi's in there. Yeah. And then Winter and Karina from aespa. So this is 4 generations of SM divas in this group. So let's just get into this performance.
I was really holding out for you, Kayla. I was worried that you're going to say like, and the other one. No.
SM is the company that got me into K-pop. Like I got into K-pop in 2009 with Boa and Girl Generation, and then Red Velvet came along and became my bias group, and now we've got our little baby aespa. So these women mean so much to me. I was so happy to see them finally all together and just killing it.
Yep. Okay, so GOT. How many of them are there?
7.
GOT 7. Bearing no resemblance to another boy group.
Seriously,
Girls on Top. The Beat Step Back stage video. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Already killing it.
Right.
Look at them. Wow. Oh, shit.
Outfits on point.
Yeah, I love this.
They're
clapping.
so hot. I love it. Oh my God.
I love that chorus.
Oh, this is so grimy.
It feels just so like epic.
But like, sonically, this is so SM, and it's like WTF factor. Like, listen to that.
Yep. Oh, I love it.
It's like all over the place.
All the way.
I love the SM sound. And it's great because even if you don't like the SM sound, the song is going to be stuck in your head. Doesn't matter what.
Well, that's why it'll be stuck in your head, because it's so like, what the heck?
Yep. Oh, this is so good.
Yes.
Yeah, I love these camera pans.
Boa in the center. Finally getting to be in a group after being solo for forever.
Just that rah sound is so grimy. It's so funny because when we talked about this song on the podcast, one of my co-hosts, Kat, was just like, I can't stand the grimy in the back. And we were all just like, really? We didn't hear that. Yeah, so it's funny. She's the only one that heard it. I did not notice this until like
I mess with it.
5 listens later. But I like it.
Because it starts with Boa, and then it goes with Hyoyeon.
Yeah.
And then Wendy and then Karina come in. And so it's like the 4th generation.
Yes. Also, I want their outfits. Seriously, I want those body chains. I'm saying. I want those bodies, actually. I don't think I would look quite the same in them. Like this.
You know, I gotta say, Seulgi's voice is the most standout from this group in terms of the smoothness and delivery. It contrasts the most with this current makeup. Obviously, each of these ladies are talented in their own right, but
it's also great seeing Taeyeon like do grimy, I guess. I feel like I always see her doing ballads. So
here we go.
That's probably not right.
Bridge
but,
shake up.
The SM breakdown, classic,
the jazzy version, smooth.
Get it, girl. I don't know if I enjoy her outfit.
Oh, Winter's
it's weird, but honestly, if they gave it to me, I would wear it too. Whatever. That's true.
Oh my God, why is she like so gorgeous? It's
like Karina?
Yeah, just inhumanly gorgeous.
Oh, that's so fast.
Girls, bring it on.
Oh, by the way, as a DJ, that Girls Bring It On, I clipped out as a sample and I use that.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, I like this. The cowbell in the back is the cowbell.
Yeah, yeah. This melody is so SM.
Mm-hmm. They're just so powerful. I love it. I love women.
Just belting.
Right.
Heck yeah.
And the drum. The snare, right?
Yeah, snare. Yep.
She's my goddess. I love her so much. I'm so happy she was able to come back last year and she could be in this group.
Same. I know her injury was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the part I like. I'm glad they brought it back because I was waiting for them to bring this part back. That the sounds like
The
I don't know.
instrumental thing.
Like haunting
Yeah.
bells, kind of.
Yeah, like bells, right? Because they had it at the like in the middle of the beginning, and I was like, "When's it coming back? When's it coming back?" And I keep waiting, so I'm glad.
Yeah. It's so good. I'm so happy because like when they did Super M, the first thing I remember saying is, when are they doing the girl version? And literally I was just waiting for them to do it. We were like making up like our own version. So I was like putting all the girls, like which one would be good in a group. And when this came out, I was just so excited. I was so hyped for it.
Oh, that's so good. You know,
it just sucks like the lyrics wise, but
yeah,
it's
so we
about
do have
good.
to talk about that. That's
the lyrics bad?
the only thing is like with the Korean lyrics. Like when I first heard this, I thought it was step back, as in like telling men to like step back because I'm like, I'm a queen and you can't touch this or something like that.
And girls are on top.
Yeah, but in actuality, it's
not like that, Virginia.
Yeah,
well, I don't know. Maybe who knows?
I mean, no one wants to do work anyway. Jeez. Sorry, you were saying.
Sorry,
okay. But actuality, it's about a woman who's in a relationship with a man, and she sees another woman like trying to seduce her man, and so she's telling this other woman to step back, which in the context of the state of feminism in Korea is a huge literal step back to like the early 2000s kind of lyrics that you would hear in a song where it's like women fighting over male attention, women fighting other women. And it's this confidence that comes from male validation and not actual self-love and confidence.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
literally everybody was hype about the song. They were like, oh my God, this is so good. This is great. And then the translation videos came out and everybody was like, what happened? What happened?
So a dude wrote it.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and there is a very specific dude who was involved who has a lot of like controversy for the things that he said about women.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not going to name him because he doesn't need to be mentioned, but it is telling that when SM decided to do, essentially the female Avengers, the female at Super M, instead of the kind of concept that they did with Super M of like just like I don't know,
jumping. I mean, they were just jumping and
Right.
Jumping and popping.
Yeah,
That made up word that I actually like now.
They went to this, which again, if you want to go back to like getting influences from the early 2000s in music, yeah, but like when it comes to where Korea is right now, it just feels so, again, a step back.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So why did you pick this again, Michaela?
I told you, like I love these women. These women mean so much to me, and I know it's problematic, but the song. Again, I know some Korean, but I know less enough that I can just turn off that part of my brain and just like pretend that they're talking about a man. Like
there
that's how I listen to this song.
They taking step back. You can't touch this. This is too hot.
Yeah.
Bye.
Exactly. That's how it is.
I think we need to just take a revisionist history approach to this and just assume that that's what the song is about.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for the album.
Let's
get the album to come out and like forget all this whole song.
But like, why? I mean, okay. I know it sounds surprising for me to say such a thing because like I love lyrics and I find lyrics very important and obviously I care about feminism and all that stuff. At the same time, like why it's like we only criticize, not we, I'm not saying that the criticism is unwarranted, right? Like, but where's the like critical criticism of like the vapid male songs, right? Like, like there's just so many of them. Like, why aren't we giving, certain groups shit about just talking about fucking, why, you know what I'm saying? So like, I do agree with criticism and like, and intellectually engaging with lyrics. But I always find it's interesting when it's selectively applied to certain groups, if that makes sense.
And that's the thing with this group. Like when they came out, I was really interested to see like what kind of market they were going for. Like who is Girls on Top for? Is it for the male gaze or is it for the female gaze? And just looking at it, you would think, oh, these strong divas, you would think, oh, they're trying to go for the female market. But then the lyrics happened and I was like, oh, okay, so Super M is for the girls and Girls on Top is for the boys.
But doesn't that set them up for a kind of failure? Because isn't it the women who spend all the money?
Which is why
women are the economic power,
they package it like a girl crush.
Oh, a girl crush.
Which I mean, like literally, most of the people when this came out that I was looking at commenting about anything related to it were women. They were just like, I want to be like that. Like, I want to be strong and like stomping out here, dancing and doing all this stuff. And then again, it's just once the lyrics came out, like once the translations, everybody was just like, what happened? This song could have been about a girl's night out. This could have been like, yo, I'm going to go to the club and like shake my ass with my girls, They could have made there were so many other concepts that they could have done. But then they chose to do, hey, girl, step off my man. I'm just like, girl, no, leave that man behind. So that was like the whole thing when this came out was like, everybody's like, there were so many ideas, so many concepts for them. And then they chose the most basic
and this
one.
This is the first thing. This is the only thing we have. So it's really easy to be hypercritical of like one thing. And I think that's why we hadn't really like talked about them on the show yet, because we really wanted to see like what
we were
else
waiting for
kind
the
of
next
content.
actual music video from this group.
When's their comeback?
The jury's out for that right now. We're waiting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, were they waiting to see how this went and then to see if there's a comeback?
They did win on a few music shows with this song, though. So it has been successful in that sense.
Okay.
But who knows how this will translate into the long term.
Yeah.
And also there's rumors that like they might be, nobody knows if they're like a set unit, like how Super M is. Or if they're, because there's also rumors that they're going to be interchangeable. So like maybe the next song
like
will
NCT?
be like, yes, exactly. It's like a combo of NCT with Super M. And so nobody knows exactly what they're doing. So we're just waiting on the next track to figure out what, if it's a set unit or not.
Yeah. And if we know
because
that, they have no
information.
idea what they're doing either.
It's like everybody's just waiting, like we're saying, like they're just waiting for them to drop something else to figure out how to feel about anything, really.
Yeah. Oh,
which is why I'm not super hypercritical of it yet, because it's still it's the only thing. But then I'm also
it reminds me when aespa debuted and we only had that one song. And
the snake one.
Yeah, and
Black
I was
Mamba.
Black Mamba. And after that, I was just like, let me wait to see what else they're gonna put out. Like, let me not just drop these girls because I don't like one part in this song.
Yeah. It grew on me, Black Mamba. I didn't particularly like it at first.
All these WTF SM songs grow on you over time. Like songs I absolutely
The fact
hated
that I like
grow
Jopping
on
now.
me, so.
The fact that I like Jopping now, but still hate Permission to Dance should tell you so much.
The SM power
Coming from an army. Yeah.
Yeah. No, SM, I love their Franken songs, and I don't care what that says about me. It just says I've got taste, and I'm a
There you
right.
go. Yes.
It's true.
Period.
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, I just wanted to add on the dancing and choreography of Girls on Top.
Right. That's what I was going to ask, Peter.
Is it good?
Oh, well, I enjoyed it. I think the thing that stands out is the formation, supporting formations, like the Delta V's and stuff. Like you've got your center, and then you've got the two girls or more on the side, and everyone takes turn being in the center. And that I felt like was a moment of women empowerment. Like, oh yeah, we're here to slay. And then they gave you really strong, motions in their facial expressions. You saw that from each member whenever they had the turn, although I think Boa could have done better in that department. But I loved it otherwise.
That reminds me, like what you were saying about the formations. It felt, especially with the snares too, it feels very like militaristic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
For,
yeah.
like, so,
with a mix of like
to play onto the power, right?
Yeah. but the what is it? Those chords, the like it's all over the place. It's like, what the heck?
No, it was those bell things at the end that they brought back. That counter melody. I was like, yes, that's what I think that was my favorite replay.
Oh, there you go. By the way, like in the behind the scenes, beyond the scene, when Pete and M shared this, I was like, what? Really?
Like, this is your song, but okay.
Basically, yeah. And I also just want to thank you again, Virginia, for your point on like, why are we selectively applying scrutiny here? So I think that's why you made it onto the episode.
Not just the thirst, not just the inappropriate commentary.
The complete package.